Hey, what's going on? Brian Maxwell here, checking in and enjoying a day off the road. Finally taking a break this week. Gonna be hanging out. Got my grandson Grayson right here with me. And recently I got a message from somebody that asked me if I would do a video on the 7 reasons why people quit in automotive sales. And so I went ahead and I did that, but you know, I'm not somebody that likes to leave things kind of negative. And so I decided if I did one on the 7 reasons why people quit in automotive sales, that I might as well do one on 7 ways that people actually succeed in automotive sales. So why don't we talk about that one? Because, you know, we got more and more people that are jumping into the business each and every day, and all they're looking for is an opportunity to take care of their families. Hold on one second. Let me put him down. Appreciate that. I'm back. Yeah, to be successful in this business is not rocket science. And I know a lot of times, I know if you're anything like I was horrible in the very first year I got in. I was brought in, I was promised training, I didn't receive any training. I was sat side by side with someone who had more experience than I did. Their skills weren't very good, and I picked up on their bad habits. Next thing you know, I was having their bad results. And if it wasn't for one gentleman that was one of our top tier salespeople, you know, really stepping up and putting a book into my hand and taking me by the wing, under his wing, and really showing me the ropes, man, I would have struggled like a lot of people. So if you're new to automotive sales, or if you're considering getting in, and number one, let me let you know something. It's an awesome business to get involved in. It is the closest to being gainfully self-employed that you can come without any out-of-pocket expense. So remember that. And number 2, you can give yourself a pay raise any given time that you feel like it. You know, at the end of the day, people work at jobs where they get paid by the hour and they complain about it. Then when they get put in an environment where they do have control over their income, they complain about that too. So it's kind of like pick your, you know, what's going to be your poison. You know, both can't be bad. You just have to learn which, you know, how to be successful at the one that generates the most benefit to you. So real quick, let's go through the 7 reasons why people succeed within their first 90 days. And this isn't just by theory. This is by tried and true, speaking with people, training people, working with folks myself. The ones that succeed, and we utilize 100 different people to kind of come up with the common denominator of what it is that helps them be successful. Why do they win when so many other fail? So number 1 of the top ways that you can be successful at your dealership within the first 90 days is make sure you choose the right brand. Okay, now this is extremely important because a lot of people just throw resumes out there and they're waiting on the first dealership to give them a call. And then they go over there and work it where they've never drove that vehicle before. They have zero passion about it, and they have no real positive nor negative feelings about it whatsoever. So it's challenging to promote something that you're not even passionate about. So if you do have the option, make sure that you select a brand that you feel positive about, you feel passionate about, or that you like. Preferably if you drive the vehicle and you can work at a dealership of the vehicle that you drive and you like it, or if your family likes a particular brand and you've grown up on it, you believe in it, and you can be hired there, by all means do so. Because the more passionate you are about your product, the more passionate you are when you're speaking to other people about it, the more positive it makes them feel about it, okay? The more enthused they'll be about it. Because remember, energy and enthusiasm is transferable. So number 1, if possible, make sure you choose a brand that you have passion about, that you're passionate about, okay, if possible. If not, you better learn how to love that brand. You better find something about the particular vehicles that jump out at you that you say, you know what, this can save my life or my family's life, or this saves lives. I believe in this and I'm behind that, okay? Number 2, identify why and what you are in the business for. I hear people say things like, yeah, I want to work at a dealership because I love cars or I love trucks. That's not enough. Your why is what's going to keep you in the game even on those months when things get tough, on those weeks when things are tough, on those days when things are challenging. Identify your why, because the hardest bullseye to hit is the one that you don't know what the target is. So you have to identify first, what is your why? Why are you waking up going to go into this dealership every day? Once you've identified that, now you can identify, you know, the next step, which is what sacrifice are you willing to make? What are you willing to do to go get it? I hear a lot of people say, yeah, they want to be more successful, they want to make more money. But when you ask them, what was the last book you read on success or making money? What was the last training you attended on success or making money? What was the last workshop? What was the last conference you attended on making money or being more successful? So it sounds good, and I always like to say it sounds smart to somebody dumb. because anybody out here that's really getting it knows that talk is cheap, and you have to learn how to be more successful and how to earn money. You can't make money. Remember that. If you make money, you go to prison for counterfeit, but you can't earn it. Okay? Make sure you realize that. Number 3, avoid being sensitive. Avoid being sensitive. And here's what I mean by that. This is business. And so every word that comes out of everybody's mouth is not going to be polite. Nor should it have to be. We should have thick enough skin to not take things personal. If I know that I've never met a customer that's in my store a day in my life, it does not matter what type of attitude they have. I have no idea what was going on in their personal life before they got to me. And so for me to take anything personal is foolish on my part. The same thing with management. I realize, and you have to realize, everybody in your dealership is fighting for the common goal, which is helping you move a unit, regardless to what it may seem like. And so if somebody's a little bit on edge, you don't know what's going on in their life. So before taking things personal, just take a step back and ask yourself, is there any reason for them to be mad at me as a person? No. Maybe it's something I did, maybe it's something I said, but neither one of those is how I identify myself. Don't take things so personal. You have to have a short memory. You know, because out here in business, you will get banged around and your feelings may get hurt. And if that's what stops your progress, man, you know, make sure you just might as well go ahead and jump back to that 9 to 5, because that's just where it's going to be. No disrespect to the 9 to 5, but it's just not cut out for you. Okay? It's not cut out. The next one, make sure you have family support. I firmly believe that if you're married, man, you should bring your spouse to the dealership. Give them a tour. Introduce them to some of the people. Let them put some faces behind the names. You know, explain to them what's going on. Speak with your family about what you're about to go through, with letting them know, hey, listen, there may be a short learning curve. It's as short as I make it. But y'all be patient with me. I'm going to be giving everything I got. This will help us in the long run. As opposed to keeping things minimal, the better the family support you have, the easier it is when you come home on those days that things may not have went the way you wanted them to. Your family understands that it's not a day-to-day business or a week-to-week business. It's a month-to-month business. And so there's no need to panic. There's no need to stress. As a matter of fact, the more panic and stress there is, the more negative the results can be. So make sure you got that family support. You really also need to have motivation and drive, self-motivation and drive. Too many people believe it's up to the management to put the training materials in your hand, that it's up to the company to make sure that you become a sales professional. As opposed to a salesperson, you become a sales professional. It's their responsibility to provide you with the internet, the cubicles, the building, the resources, which is the product, and the staff to make sure you get it done. In this game that we play, working at a dealership, you are a boss. You're a CEO. And you're the CEO of the best business that you will ever own, and that's you. And what you allowed yourself to earn as an hourly wage or accepted as a yearly income is how you value your business. And so seeing it as it is your business, it is up to you, it is up to it is up to us to make sure we do everything we can to make sure our business performs at its best. That's our responsibility. And anything else, anybody else shares with us should just be icing on the cake. So you have to be self-motivated and self-driven. If you're not either one of those, it's not just about automotive sales. Any business out there that requires effort, you might as well stay away from it. Because this get-rich-quick crap has sold people this dream and is delivering them nightmares that somehow they can get into business and they're going to start enjoying vacations and time off with family right away. And that's not true. Any business that you start in the beginning, you're tethered to that business until you get it profitable, until you get the systems going. Then you can start reaping all the benefits. But in the beginning, you're married to it, okay? Remember one thing, and I always stress this. Average salespeople hope to break even, while sales professionals who make money, they practice, they perform, and they're profitable. They practice, they perform, and they're profitable. So make sure, if you're new at your store, or if you're getting ready to go into a dealership, you don't have to go through the struggles and the pitfalls. You have the opportunity to hedge your bets and get a head start and go leaps and bounds above the competition. The reason why? Because in the description of this video is a link. And it's a direct link over to the online home study automotive sales training program, How to Dominate at the Dealership. Included in it is a complete 10-part video program which takes you through the road to the sale. Not just each and every step, and not that old road to the sale that you think I'm talking about, the one that works present day, that helps turn customers into clients, turning salespeople into sales professionals. You have access to it. Go on over, click the link in the description. Go over, check it out. It has the Facebook training with it, has the YouTube training with it. We talking about over 8 hours of video, sales training manuals, Over 4 hours of audio. Click the link in the description. Go check it out. Man, the game is now. Start winning. Click the link. I'll see you at the dealership. It's the complete How to Dominate at the Dealership online automotive sales training program. And it comes complete with hours and hours. Let me tell you what it has. It has the Dominate at the Dealership automotive audios, which takes you all the way through the sales process. If you struggle with process, never had one, this gives you one. It gives you the step-by-step, but not only just the step-by-step, it gives you the psychology behind it, okay? Why you're doing what you're doing. There's over 3 hours of video. There's over 2 hours of audio. You also get the sales training manual, which lays out each and every step, which also has the discovery questions, which when you're qualifying to help you build better rapport. You also have access to the telephone scripts when making phone calls, prospecting, sending emails. You also get the word tracks on how to overcome objections. Like, I want to speak to my spouse. I want to think about it. Things of that nature. What also is included is the Facebook, how to drive Facebook leads. Okay, that's over 3 hours of video training to teach you everything from how to set it up, how to get it going, and for as little as $20, how to get yourself, your dealership, and your brand in front of people looking for what it is that you have. You also get how to drive leads from YouTube, the ebook that comes with that. You also get online traffic surge, which is 2 hours on how to use other social media outlets like Instagram and Snapchat to drive people. You also have access to over 40 word tracks, from greeting your customers, sitting them down, qualifying with them, how to do a total and complete walk around that'll wow your customer. You know, the way that what do you do after you come back from a demonstration drive? Every single word track to every objection, from about the trade, from about they want to think about it, to they want to shop around. You'll have more tools in your arsenal than you'll know what to do, and always better to be over-prepared than under-prepared. Believe that. And on top of that, you also get a one-on-one telephone call with me. You're going to get an email, and it's going to ask you what's the best date and time that I have free if your time meets with my time on my schedule. And you and I get on the phone and make sure we strategize and see how we can best implement these for you at your store to get you more profitable, rocking and rolling, okay? And so you have access to all of this information tonight, right now, available to you. And typically, if you see online, I sell this program for $997. Okay, but the fact that you did stay to the end, and the fact that you are somebody that is trying to do the best that you can, the least I can do is support you in the best way that I know how, and that's give you access to every tool, every word track, everything that myself and other top producing salespeople are using across the country. Okay, so I'm gonna make it available to you. You get the Dominate at the Dealership, you get to drive Facebook leads, you get the word tracks, you get the YouTube training, you get the 10 videos of 100 success tips, you get the sales training manuals, you get the online traffic surge program. You get each and every one of these, not for $997, but you get it for a fraction of that, for a tenth, for $97, for less than a cup of coffee, for 1 month, a day. You get access to information that not just help you make money this month, but it help you make money for the rest of your life. And so if you've always said that you wanted to help, you were looking for the training, you watch these videos and you see that it's real, and real recognize real. And if you think you're getting something from these YouTube videos, imagine when you get started. And to top it all off, to show you how confident I am in it, you also receive a 90-day money-back guarantee on it. So you get it, you apply it, you take the steps, and you do what's required. And guess what? If you don't feel like, if you haven't seen it benefit you and generate you more money, you let me know and I'll get you your money back. Okay, 90-day guarantee on top of that. So all you have to do is click the link in the description. Go on over, get started. I'll send you the email. You and I'll set up a time for us to get together, because this is only for a limited time that I'm able to do this, okay? But it's my way to give back. So thank you for sticking around. Click the link in the description. Go on over. Get started. You'll get the email from me. Let's set it up. Let's get together. But other than that, I hope this helps. Be on the lookout, because I got part 2 coming, which is the 7 reasons why people in car sales get fired within 90 days from the perspective of the management. So click the link in the description. Go on over and get started. You'll get an email. You and I'll schedule a time for us to talk. In the meantime, go ahead, click the link, get started, and I look forward to seeing you at the dealership. Over and out.